Hey, greetings, fellow challengers. Hope you're all doing well. In this live stream, I am going to be talking about the direction we will be taking in 2021. But for now, we'll start a short intro. Welcome, fellow brothers and sisters and challengers of the 21-day quarantine body shift. I hope you all are doing well this Monday. I think for some of you, it's Boxing Day stat. If not, but yeah, just welcome to Monday message with me. So if you are joining me live, please hashtag live in the comments. If you are joining me right after this is being recorded, please hashtag replay. In order for me to see your comments, please head over to streamyard.com/Facebook, and that will uh, give me the chance to see who's responding here and if you have any questions. So, what's actually happening? This is being streamed on three different platforms on my Facebook group, on my Facebook page, and then also on my YouTube channel. So, what that will look like, hopefully, it will show here. Looks like a lot of things are being delayed, but you know what? We are on the final week of 2020, and definitely we'll be doing a lot of stuff in from here on out, especially heading into 2021. So, anyways, here we go. Finally showed up. So once you head over to StreamYard, I'll be able to see who I'm talking to, your comment, and a profile picture next to it. So it's okay on YouTube, but on Facebook, it will just say Facebook user. And then if there's more than one person that's on here, then I won't be giving props to who's asking me questions or giving feedback. So anyway, yeah, just a lot of stuff that's going to be happening for 2021. I spent this last week and a half just a vacation with family. I was planning to do some work on uh, on our group, and but you know, uh, it's rare that I get time to, especially these 2 weeks is the kids are off, so it's not too often that I spent this last 10 days just with my family. So, and it kind of reinforces and also at the same time encourages me to keep pushing forward. So instead of what I've been doing this year, what I am planning to do for next year is be more efficient with the time spent, and when I do have downtime with family, really, I'm really gonna spend that time just creating more memories and happiness and joy with my family. So yeah, most this last week has been a lot of downtime, just relaxing, resting my body, resting my mind, preparing myself how I'm gonna launch in 2021, and definitely it will be a lot different than these last 3 months doing these 21-day challenges. So definitely gonna do a huge rebrand and restructure, and at the same time live with purpose, live with my core values of creating a difference, spending more time with family and my community, and also continuing to learn. And not only that, I spent this last 10 days with my family. We were able to learn together. My boys all of a sudden have interest in uh, earning or making money online. And I'm hitting two birds with one stone by exposing them to this online world of what that they too can learn and make something, make a brand, create something for themselves. And in order to instigate that, uh, I am also paying them, what do you call it, giving them a reward for taking notes, right? So it's kind of like, it's encouraging them to build habits, take take notes, take good notes, listen attentively in not only what the title is about and what notes to take, uh, being very selective on the purpose of why you're taking the notes, not just taking notes here and there, and then basically, not formulating a concept or a formula towards putting those notes in action, right? So it's nice and uh, dandy that we create notes, but then at the same time, you know we got to take action on the notes and utilize them and use them. So yeah, just exposing that world to my boys, and we got really close in, just connect more. They understand me a lot more. I understand them a lot better. And boy, they know a lot deal, especially when it comes to YouTube stuff. People that I'm learning from, getting exposed to, they already know these people, right? So it's funny, like me and my buddy Dave were just learning about influencers like Mr. Beast, and all who has like 48 followers on his main channel, and 60 million followers in overall. And we are just hearing this for the first time. And unfortunately, my boys and Dave's daughter already know about this person and these influencers already. So it's it's a different time, it's a different era, and obviously we are in the world of information now, where it's very accessible. These This year has exposed us to ways on to being creative, right? Especially when we have been in the routine of the last year, the last decade or so. 2020 has been a very unique year that none of us have experience or know how to deal with. But at the same time, stuff like this, there's opportunities to be created, and not you know on the opportunities of the hardships of other people, but at the same, creating something new, creating value, and at the same time being able to pay it forward, provide value and help others. So definitely, parts of my three core values, and definitely, something different to relaunch this program. So yeah, there'll be a lot of stuff that'll be happening. Definitely, especially been watching a lot of this YouTube. Definitely not something that I would like to focus on too much, but it will probably be one of my main source of traffic as I continue to learn how to create more video content, share on this journey. I see, seeing all these YouTubers, these influencers, people online on where, especially the first videos, right, to where they are now. Yeah, it's quite, especially when you see their videos, it's like, wow, that's high contact. But then you dig way back to their earlier videos, to especially their very first video. It's like, it's basically like where I am now, from either from my desktop, or from my phone, which you can see earlier videos. It's me on my cell phone just recording my thoughts of the day. If something has inspired me, has encouraged me to just a relevation to share out to my few subscribers at the time. And yeah, it just continued to grow. Even this week, I didn't realize uh, I had 9 subscribers. Then last time I checked, I had 12. And then as I opened today, just to see if everything is working, my YouTube feed is working, my Facebook page, and my on my group, that now I have 13 subscribers. So, and not really optimizing it to its fullest. Not Don't have any tags, descriptions on there. Just slowly putting descriptions, but definitely it's encouraging on where we can do. And you know there is a lot of content out there that will be able to help a lot of people, and just grabbing the pros in all these different contents and putting it together. Obviously we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just go with the science, going with what's already working, and just formulating all the pros that you can, and just putting it together to see if it's going to help your community. So yeah, definitely, it's very encouraging on the direction that's happening as of now. But as I look at my notes, I do want to wish everyone here happy holidays. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas time, and just enjoying spending the time with your family. I know I did, and we just definitely celebrated the Friday and Saturday, together, having having hot pot and Korean barbecue together. The five of us, my family, my siblings were in Whistler, and Josephine's side was celebrating on their respective home. And that's these are the sacrifices that we have to make to just keep everyone safe. Don't add to the already stress of our healthcare system, the stress of frontline workers. I know, like I said, my wife is a nurse herself, so obviously it's already stressful time for her to as more and more cases keep coming in, and she's doing her very best to clean up, stay safe, and keep everyone here in our household safe as well. So yeah, just just wishing everyone happy holidays. And yeah, we are in the final week of 2020 and heading into 2021. Hopefully, I know this is the time a lot of people are formulating how they're gonna launch in 2021. I know I've definitely will be launching under a new banner in 2021. So this is probably the last week you will see this group see my message under my video content under the name the 21-day quarantine body shift program. So with that said, obviously we want this, we want this quarantine, but we want COVID behind us. For myself, for all of us who are not part of the frontline workers or in positions to, to help solve this pandemic, definitely if it's not happening, if it's not happening now, it's eventually happening in April or March, or later when the rest of us will be getting our vaccine to battle this strain. But eventually, like I said, we definitely want to put this behind us. It was a nice start these first 3 months to address our health, our fitness, especially with what's going on, which has disrupted our routine of, especially how we, if we were going to the gym, if we were meeting up for a run or cycling or an activity. Obviously, physical distancing is at its highest as everything still continues to escalate. Even though we have the vaccine, numbers are still continuing to rise. So, but eventually, like I said, we want to put this behind us. So obviously, you know, uh, the name of the program is going to change. So obviously, the major part, we are going to be dropping the quarantine body name from the program, right? So, but there are going to be another change to the program, and one thing will be the focus. The other thing is, the length of the program, right? Even though when it comes to our health, you know it's a lifetime journey, right? There are off days, but there's no, you really can't take long periods uh, off towards your health, because then obviously down the line it will catch up to you, right? Especially life is already short as it is. Eventually there will be, that day will come. Why why rush towards it by neglecting our own health, right? So definitely, I'm planning to rebrand the name, uh, still under the foundation of what I've learned from the book The One Thing. So they themselves are launching a challenge starting this Friday, January 1st, and definitely will be launching that same you know that challenge as well. And it's eventually is going to be the challenge that we will be heading into, and it will be probably, instead of every month, it's going to be 4 times a year. So definitely under the names of what we have on the like businesses, they have their uh, quarterly reports, like they like to call, especially on the e-commerce side, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, right? Representing 3 months a year. It definitely will be launching the same thing. So yeah. So what the new name will be for the program, it will definitely be now rebranded as the 66-day shift challenge. So that will be representing 3 months of working towards your health, right? Working towards the most important, which will be focusing from here on out. It will still be health, but it will be towards stress management. So there'll be 7 subcategories under how we want to address the stress, and they will still be like, it will still be on the foundations of the one thing of how they have the 7 circles. So it will still be under, you know uh, is in no particular order. This is just basically my order, for my priorities is, faith, fitness, key relationships. Like for me, it's family, right? Personal life, which is basically another word for hobbies or stuff that you want to try out, or you've been dying to do, right? Business, finances, and your job or your employment, if you have one. So those are will be, the 7 categories, where we will focus how to reduce stress in. So like some, especially like faith is, always been part of who I am and how I grew up. But you know I've been absent from the worship, in the spiritual life for almost, I think 12 years now. So definitely getting that address, especially this last month, this month of December, right? Hopefully to get back into the spiritual side, just reduce once again, that stress, right, of just feeling, that there's still something missing in my life. So that's one thing that, we can talk about in the future, for this 2021. But yeah, definitely that's one aspect. Family's another one. Obviously, there's 2 things that we mostly do. We head to, or we spend most of our time in our lifetime, is either for our school or workplace, or home, right? So whether it's, with our family, or by ourselves. But uh, those are the 2 main things that we spend most of our time in, especially in the 24-hour period, like 8 out 6 to 8 hours, or uh, like for my wife, 12 hours in the workplace, and then just getting home, and then spending the remainder time with family, and then rest and recovery. So yeah, we'll be rebranding the group, the message, under the 66-day shift challenge, and definitely we'll be focusing more on reducing stress, and it'll be a majority will be under the foundation of how, from the book, The One Thing. But obviously it'll be sprinkled in with a lot of other influencers, how I interpret the the one thing, and basically, most importantly, the feedback, suggestions, from my viewers, from my challengers. Definitely, there's going to be a lot more feedback, and polls, voting to see what content you guys want to hear. This is more important, like I said, to listen to all of you, and know what you really want to hear, and so that I can really focus my time and energy to finding out the answers, finding out the resources and tools needed to help you all in reducing the stress. Right, especially a lot of us are stressed. Like originally, this is health and fitness was, the major start of this, right? But most importantly, like, overall, we're even though we're doing a lot of work and exercise and eating right, but if we're still in the state of, you know anxiety and stress, then obviously, we're not we're not chipping away at it. We're just adding, we're just running a treadmill that, we are not heading in any direction. We're just in one spot, working very hard, and then not seeing any progress, right? So uh, there are going to be many factors in dealing with stress, and definitely in the different environments that you'll be in, and definitely, the state that you are in, right? So there will be our major focus for 2021 is, dealing with stress by uh, creating habits, creating goals, and at the same time supporting each other towards, building the community where we can understand each other, what we're dealing with, and that, even though what we're dealing with, the challenges that we are dealing with is unique to us, the challenge itself is not unique. There probably has been somebody that has gone through it, and can share an opinion and help you out. So one sec. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, definitely, we are definitely will be rebranding next for next week. So yeah, will be now called the 60-day shift challenge. So definitely, like, under the motto of, tired of the stress, flip the script and make the shift. So it's there's gonna be a moment in time where, you're just, just tired of just, the overwhelm that you're dealing with. So, in order to address that, you will have to take action. You have, even though how big the action, maybe just, searching online, asking a friend. Overall, you have to flip that script and and start moving the direction that will make you happy. Especially like I said, especially with, these challenges, especially the last three challenges of the 21 day. Obviously it's not going to take 21 days to make sustainable habits. As much as people want to see results in 1 week time, 2 week time, 3 week time, it is a journey, uh, especially towards the goal that you're trying to achieve. It is a journey. The reason why we did the 21-day quarantine body shift program is to jumpstart your journey, right? But it is up to you to really continue on, right? And enjoy the process, and not think of the 21-day, especially when it comes to day 22, that, oh, I'm feeling the relief that it's over. Well, obviously your life, your health journey is never over, right? So the first step to 1,000 step, once you achieve 1,000 steps, there's another 1,000 steps that's waiting for you, right? So yeah, definitely, like I said, we definitely will, will rebrand to 66 days, because uh you know there are studies, especially in the one thing they're running a 66-day challenge on building a habit towards, which habit that you want to develop, right? We are doing the same thing. It takes 66 days to average to build a habit. So whether the habit is simple enough to do in 21 days, or it will take 255 days or a year or more, depending on the complexity of the habit, depending on, if you require to, continue to exercise discipline towards developing this habit, then obviously it will take a little bit longer, because once a habit's formed, it's just it's just second nature. It's just, on automatic reaction, response towards uh, the challenge and how you deal with it, because you developed a habit that you did your best to stay consistent towards. So yeah, we will be heading 66. Obviously, 2 months you'll not fill in 66 days, so it'll be 3 months with, some leeway depending on how you want to formulate the goal. It can be, uh, 5 days, Monday to Friday, or a weekend goal. So uh, it's really will be up to, how we put it together for you. So, but yeah, most definitely, been watching a lot of YouTube. We'll be heading into probably the YouTube space, and probably, as we did earlier on today's live stream, we'll probably be using the same format where, they explain at least the first 10 seconds of what the video is about, and then a very short intro, so you won't be seeing the 30 seconds intros that we do on live stream anymore. uh, Definitely will be more efficient with the time. So my main focus now is on this Monday call, Monday live stream, to basically deliver, content value towards what you guys want to see. So we'll be doing less of this updates, and probably save that more towards uh, a, my Thursday Q&A, which probably I will rebrand also as Ask Me Anything, AMA, as what it seems to be popular on YouTube. AMA, Ask Me Anything. So definitely will be creating that format uh, on YouTube, but at the same time, utilizing, the YouTube, but also creating in podcasting. So you probably might be soon hearing me on either Spotify or iTunes. So there is a platform, hopefully, to basically, host it once, and it will go to all those various podcast platforms. So that's, definitely a lot of stuff that I was able to absorb during this vacation. Just most focus on learning, and uh, eliminating, just, what's the purpose, which is once again stress, and how we can reduce that. We'll never be able to eliminate stress from our lives, but we can, because it's part of us. It's part of how we continue to grow and develop, and just basically challenge ourselves to be better each day, right? So instead of reacting to the stress itself, we can use it as fuel to find what will make us more happy. So definitely be utilizing the YouTube challenge a lot more. uh, just in, using the tools to get it out, my message out more to a lot more viewers, and at the same time, might as well once create this one video and share to multiple streams. So like on Spotify and iTunes. So definitely, something that we'll probably be more likely working towards in the next few months. So once you know we grow this group, I understand what you guys want to hear more of, right? Regarding to reducing stress, how to you know reduce it by improving different aspects, the 7 different aspects in your life. And yeah, basically at the same time, if I can provide value to you and help you out, obviously it will, you know I will definitely succeed in reaching my goal in creating a community, and uh, basically crowd fund various projects that you guys would like to see, right? So hopefully in the future we'll get uh, guest speakers on here, more likely either on the Thursday, where we have a Q&A or ask me anything, and yeah, definitely stuff that you will be able to see in the future. So, but yeah, most importantly, once again, we will be rebranding this group under the 66-day shift challenge. We'll be dropping, quarantine body, because we definitely want to move forward with you know with our life from this pandemic, right? So obviously we don't want to be constantly promoting the quarantine aspect. We want to move forward, and eventually, like I said, we will have to rebrand it later. Might as well rebrand it when at our young beginning, instead of when we have hundreds of people on here and then we decide to rebrand, right? So definitely we'll start the 2021 under a new banner, a new slogan, a new mission, and that is addressing and reducing stress through the 7 different aspects of your life, which can be faith, your fitness, your you know key relationships, your personal life, business if you have one, job, and they kind of both interact. Even though like you have a business, you have a certain job in that business that you have to focus every day, so they kind of relate. And yeah, finances. So one sec. So yeah, so a lot of stuff that will be coming out in the works, and so definitely feel free to head over to our group, because from here on out we'll be doing a lot more polls. Obviously from here on out that link's going to be changing from 21-day QB shift to 66-day shift. So making that shift in our life to be more healthier, more happier, and less stress, most importantly. So because I utilize what I learned to reduce my stress in the workplace, reduce my stress in creating this all together. Obviously it's there's still stress, but once a lot of this is created, once systems are more in place, obviously now all I can need to do is focus on serving you. So obviously, like I said, a lot of these YouTubers who have millions, and there's one who has 108 million, just doing Minecraft videos. But definitely, uh, utilizing what they've learned, and just follow on their suggestions on if they were going to do a YouTube channel over again, what would they do differently? A lot of this, why reinvent the wheel? Just have mentors, have followers, uh, people that you respect, and learn from what they did and how they grew their business, and do the same. So especially like the good analogy is when you're building a campfire. Usually you start off with twigs and moss and stuff to just get the fire started, and then once your uh, your group, your community continues to grow, and you get them involved, and we're all helping each other, just build this bonfire, right? So obviously, over time, you'll see a lot of changes, and especially if you guys have seen from the beginning when I got started, obviously, a lot more has been uh, continuing to be added and improve, and obviously the way that I used to talk back then is slowly improving as I build confidence, as I build consistency, and get more focus on the message that needs to be set. So yeah, definitely a lot of things that'll be coming in the works for 2021. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for your time. We'll probably be moving these things to 12 o'clock. We'll play around with the time, but I will be on the Facebook group uh, a lot more often to just see what you guys want to see and focus on what you want. Obviously, I am, you know, I even though I like to share and what I've learned online, what I learned in my environment, but I won't be able to read the label from inside the bottle without you know your guys' opinions on how you want this to how this journey will shape how the direction you guys want to see this go to, and what you actually want to listen to and hear, right? So obviously you guys are what make this channel, make this community grow, right? And I'm just one who's just putting it together, and hopefully provide that value to help you on your journey. So once again, if you are joining me live, hashtag live, and since we'll be wrapping this up soon, hashtag replay. All your interactions, like help in telling Facebook that this has provided value for you, right? So uh, you know if you guys have any questions, yeah, feel free to drop it in. I will answer them as soon as possible as this is gets uploaded. And definitely, I'm looking forward to this journey. I know a lot of people is going to be starting New Year's resolutions in next week, right? But you know, let's work together in not just creating these New Year's resolutions as let's see how far we can go before we fall off the wagon. Let's really create a sustainable habit through creating a sustainable plan, you know, and continue to scale and build this bonfire from a small handful of twigs and dry weeds, dry gas, and then really grow together and grow this, develop our habits to something that just becomes part of us, right? Because while we develop these habits, we are untangling years or decades of habits that haven't really served us towards our happiness and reducing our stress. So once again, yeah, let's encourage our friends, our family, our colleagues, people in our circle to work together towards addressing what we want to see better for 2021. So once again, thank you so much for your time today. Hopefully I see you next Thursday. Probably we'll be trying to aim at 12 o'clock in the next few days. And to say, let's meet up again at New Year's Eve. All right, thank you once again, and take good care of yourself.